every Monday you get a text. Every Monday morning you get a text message with how you're doing. With how you're doing. Are you growing? But what I realized though is, barbers are busy, bro. And a lot of times we're not thinking about working on the business. We can't because we're so deep into it. We're helping our clients. We're helping. It's not just barbers. It's just self-employed individuals in general. It's really hard to find time to work on the business. So what I want to try to do is I want to try to leverage the time that I have, the perspective, because I'm looking from outside in. I'm no longer behind the chair, deep into it, like our barbers are. It's hard to stay organized and be like, man, let me look at my reports. Let me see what I got to work on, what to get better. I don't think it's smart with business to think you're gonna be able to rely on something that you built from scratch, because there's more that comes with paying the $50 or the $100 or the $150 a month. Comes with support and stuff, right? And the best in the field actually making sure it won't break. But what you can do is the little micro apps that you need to make something work, you can build that. All right, so let's look at this real quick. So he gets a report and it says, and this is just a mock-up. This isn't like real numbers, okay? You're the top producer at channel side. Number 1 of 8 at channel side, averaging whatever it says. Last week came in 8. These aren't real numbers, but these are true. This is all true, but they're not real numbers. Last week came in, and here's why they're not real numbers. We haven't started using the POS yet at our barbershops. So it's just using the whatever the haircut is. It doesn't know the tips. It doesn't know, you see what I'm saying? So we're setting that up though here. All right. So, it gives them a thing to do this week based on the data, just summarize it real quick, based off the KPIs, right? Rebook before they leave the chair, set their next cut while they're still in your chair. Even one more day compounds. It says 108 people left your chair since July 13th with nothing on the books. And today's the 19th. Okay. But here's the thing. If I don't send them the artifact or their report, this report by text, right? So they start here, easy, summary, cool. Everything else, cool. Now, this not enough. Now you got more time. Go ahead and go to full cap reports, okay? Go to full cap for deeper reports. But again, full cap's gonna give you more, but this right here, it's just gonna make life easier. Because if at the very minimum, you get that text message on Monday mornings and you go through that, you're going to do all right, man. So I'm going to start texting those out. I'm finalizing it now. It's fully operational. It's working. But we're going to test it with one of our managers first, and then, or our partners. We're going to test it with one of our partners. We're going to use it with him, test it out, make sure there's no bugs. Then we'll start it with Tomb 45 channel side. And then once it's polished there, we'll launch it out to everybody. I can go to careers. So you click on careers. There's a nice writing here, right? And then you can apply for the job, right? And they send the application in. Now that's what you as a barber applying sees. Okay. This is the new system that we built. Now what happens on the back end is we get a message in our WhatsApp group with all of our leadership in there. Okay. I'm not gonna show you because that's none of y'all business. The WhatsApp group where all of our leadership is in, is going to see this message, hiring desk, waiting on a reply. There's an applicant. It's been 3 business days. Go reply to this dude. And then there's one new since the last working day. So now these applications don't get lost. And that person should have received a text right away to let them know, thank you for applying, whatever. You might hear back from us in the next 72 hours, whatever. So that's what we get, right? We get that text message, but now it goes into a custom CRM that I built. Let me show that to you. Because now it's all systemized. There's no spreadsheet. So it goes here. This is our managers log into the portal and they're going to see the application, what they all wrote, what that person prefers, what location, all that. And so we can put, what we want them to do next. And then, we schedule to call them this date, save next action. So it keeps track of that applicant. Because right now what happens is we just take a form, and then the people who were first to fill out an application, they get buried. Now it keeps people prioritized based on, and it does it automatically. This person has been cutting hair. There's a formula. This person's been cutting longer, or this person's closer, or this person said this isn't this, and I like this or whatever. I want to hold them a chair. It came off, whatever it may be. You put it in your notes, and the AI reads it and shows you these are the top 5, and it doesn't bury that person all the way to the back. These are the type of things that you can build that, just SaaS, just cookie cutter applications are not going to be able to do for you. This thing's been editing my content too. It's crazy. All right, open the folder for me so I can review it. AI is nothing but folders and files, by the way. If you want AI to work the best for you, it's folders and files. Folders about you, folders about your brand, it's literally that, folders with instructions. The files are instructions. You got MD files in there, and then you got routing, and you got maps, and the AI just kind of follows. It's like handing an employee an SOP, but it's like you can make that SOP so damn good that, and you can keep improving it over and over time. That AI is just going to do it better than anyone possible, and faster, quick as hell. What I did was I just started talking to the camera, and AI transcribes the voice. It's shitty. This was really me just testing it out, something that I built. It's shitty quality. I should have used my own a real camera. But it color corrected it. It made, the title and all that. It made the captions. The way that it finds overlays like this, bro, I gave it access to my Google Drive, to my iCloud photos, my Google Photos, and it found videos, and I created a whole database where it took all the names of the files, gave it a description after analyzing all the videos, gave it a description, and now AI, once it transcribes what I recorded, it finds little sentences and matches it with a video or a photo that represents that. And then sometimes, just to switch it up, it'll use motion graphics. So this was all automated.
It wasn't really popping. I had a camera while I'm cutting hair. What are you doing?
I didn't pick that.
Bro, but some people didn't understand why I was reinvesting.
Look, I didn't pick this. It did it itself. And if you do it the right way, it makes everybody's life easier and better, and you start making more money. And then you start feeling like, oh, I can do 2 locations by myself. Actually, I can start scaling this, actually. Or I could step away from the chair more, actually. Or I can cut hair more and work and do less admin. Whatever it may be, it's nice to have these little pieces where now you can do just enough to tailor full cap. Even if it doesn't have everything you want, you can make it have everything you want.